First, we will start with the Contacts tab, where dispatchers can see a list of all drivers listed either one by clicking on this icon, or they can see the list in groups by clicking the multi-headed icon. These groups can be created by the administrator from the admin portal of the account. If there is a group that is not preset by the administrator, the dispatcher may create his own group by clicking multi-selection. And then you can select the drivers you would like to place in that specific group. Once you have selected the drivers, you will have three options to communicate. First is a group conversation where you can collaborate and communicate with all the drivers in this group. Second is where you can send a broadcast message and be the only person to receive a response. And third is to place a push-to-talk call and connect directly to all the driver's mobile devices. There is one final option from the Contacts tab where you can communicate with each driver. In the blue circle that is shown to the right of the driver's name, there are a few options where you can communicate. First is where you can place a VoIP call, second is a push-to-talk call, and third is a video call. And finally, you can display this driver's details, which will show the email of the driver, the mobile number, and a position within the company. Second, we will go to the Conversations tab, where dispatchers can see a history list of conversations with each driver or with groups that they've had in the past. To open an existing conversation, you will need to click on the user's name. Once the conversation is open, you will see your history of messages and files displayed on the center screen. And if you scroll up and down, you can go back and forth throughout the history of these messages and files that were shared between you and this driver. Now, to send a secure message, you can click inside the text box and enter your text to send. And as you can see, employee 1 has responded saying hi. The other thing that a dispatcher can do is share an attachment. These attachments can be any type of Microsoft file, photo, or video that you would like to share with this driver. In this case, we shared the Word document, which in the case of a dispatcher sharing a document to a driver, it can be a customer's name that would be displayed on the driver's tablet. And as you can see, we have a response from the driver saying received. One other thing that a dispatcher can do with the driver is share a location that you would like to route the driver to. You may enter the location in the text box shown in the top right of the screen. It is powered by Google Maps, so once you enter an address, you will see many options appear that you can select. And once you select the location, you will see the location pinned over the text bar. You will also be able to enter a description of what the location is for and what the job is requested for. And as you can see, the driver responded saying, "Okay, on my way." In terms of file sharing, dispatchers can request for drivers to share either photos or videos that are captured out on the road. In this case, you see the picture that was shared by this employee back to the dispatcher. I will be able to either download it or exit out of the screen once I have it shown full screen. In terms of going through the pictures and files that were sent to you in the past by a driver, you can simply just click on the attachments folder and display all of the files and pictures that were sent to you by the specific user. If you would like to display files that were shared to you by more than one driver, let's say, you can simply select multiple drivers shown here on the left side of the screen. For instance, I will select employee 1 device and Michael, who would be the second driver. In terms of going through the files, you may sort by biggest to smallest, newest to oldest, and a few additional other options that are available. Next, we will go over the push-to-talk feature from Team on Run's web chat portal. You will be able to place a push-to-talk call from almost any tab available on web chat. First, we will go through the Contacts tab and how you will be able to place a push-to-talk call. As you scroll searching for the driver that you would like to call, you also have the option to enter the driver's name in the search bar. Once the driver's name appears, you may simply click on the blue circle and then click on Push to Talk to place a push to talk call out of the options that are shown in the pop-up. Once you place a push to talk call, you will click with your mouse over the push to talk icon and release the mouse when you're done. Hi, employee 1, can you come in again and count to number 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And as you can see, it shows when that user is also speaking on the screen. Once the call is complete, I can simply just end it directly from this hang up icon here. Now, the second option is to make a PTT call to a group. To do so, you will need to click on the group icon shown in the contacts list. In the contacts list, you will see all the drivers groups displayed, where you can sort up and down to identify the group you would like to place a push-to-talk call to. And to do so, you will click the blue circle and then push-to-talk to connect. Once the group call is connected to the users that are available, you may simply click on a push-to-talk icon shown on the screen to speak to the group and release with the mouse once the call is completed. Hi team, can you come in? Testing the group channel.
No problem.
Once I'm done, I can simply hang up. Next is how to make a push-to-talk call from the Conversations tab. When you're in the Conversations tab, you can simply look on the left side to get into an existing conversation with the driver. Once you have the conversation displayed, you will see a phone icon displayed on the top right of the screen where you will see a VoIP call option, push-to-talk, and video call. To make a push-to-talk call, you simply click on push-to-talk. Once the call is connected, "Hi driver, can you come in? 1 to 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you, 10-4. Next, we move on to show how a dispatcher can join a channel and speak to all the drivers at once. In the channel environment, all the users will be able to hear each other anytime anyone speaks. To see the channels that you are set in by the administrator, you will see a list displayed on the left side that you may scroll down and up on. And to join the channel, you can click on the on symbol shown to the right of the channel's name. Once you're logged on to the channel, you will see an attendance sheet showing who is logged on and off in that channel. And once a user logs on, you will see that they joined. In the current channel, there are 2 users logged on, and these can be 2 drivers, and I will be the dispatcher that I can speak to them. "Hi drivers, can you come in?
Hi, come in 10-4.
And as you can see, employee 1 device spoke. "Thank you, employee 1. Copy." Now let's say as a dispatcher you would like to listen into 2 channels or more at the same time. You can simply log into 2 or more channels shown on the left hand side and speak to any channel while listening to all at the same time. Once you would like to log off a specific channel, you can simply power off the channel and close out the PTT sessions. Next, we will cover the last way of making a push-to-talk call via Team on a Run's web chat portal. In this case, we will access the Geolocation tab. Once in the Geolocation tab, you will see a list of drivers shown on the left-hand side. As a dispatcher, you will identify which driver you would like to reach out to via push-to-talk. Once identified, you will tap on a blue circle shown to the right side of the driver's name, where you will see a push-to-talk option. Once connected via PTT,
Hello?
copy 10-4. If I click on employee 1 device, I can also display them on the map, where I can click the call icon in the map details here and also place a push-to-talk call. "Hi, employee 1, can you come in?
Hi, come in 10-4.
Thank you." And once complete, you can always hang up. The other option is to call a group directly from the map. To pull up the drivers group, you can zoom in and see where the drivers are scattered around along the map. You can simply select over all of the drivers and place a push-to-talk call to all in a specific area. other option is to individually select the contacts on the map. So if I say select Michael here and zoom out further enough to also select employee 1 device, I can click push to talk. Hi employee 1, can you please come in? Hi Mike, can you come in?
Hello, come in. Hello, testing.
Hi guys, can you please count to 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thanks guys, loud and clear. Once complete, you can simply hang up. Next, we will show the geolocation tracking feature on the Team on the Run web chat portal. To access the geolocation portal, you will need to click on the geolocation tab. And once you're in the geolocation portal, you will see a contact list of drivers displayed on the left-hand side. You can either scroll up and down throughout the list, or you may search for a specific driver directly in the search bar. To look up Michael, who is the driver, and where his location is, simply click over his name and you will see an icon appear on the center of the map. You may then click on the icon and a pop-up will be displayed showing availability, the last updated time of the location, the current address of where Michael's whereabouts are, the accuracy around the area, speed in miles per hour if they are currently moving, the network type of the mobile device being used, the battery level percentage of the device being used, and how frequent the location is being updated. In the options shown below, I can send Michael a text message as an update by clicking over message, and then a text box will appear to the left hand side of the map. I can also click call to either place a VoIP call, a push to talk, or a video call to Mike. Another option is to view a live video stream from a live video session that the driver can show on the road. In terms of reports, I can access a breadcrumb trail report and share the driver's location to a non-Team on a Run user. In terms of accessing a driver's breadcrumb trail report, you may click on Report shown in a pop-up and then Map Itinerary. Once you click Map Itinerary, you will see a box displayed where you can select Start Date and Time, End Date and Time. In this report, I will select a breadcrumb trail for a 30-minute window. And as you can see on the screen, there is a red dotted line displayed showing the breadcrumb trail of the time frame that I exported the report on for this driver. I may also display it via satellite or regular map view. The other option is to export this into an Excel report to view more details. Once you download the map itinerary, you may open up the Excel document, and on the top you will see date and time, latitude, longitude, accuracy, miles per hour, network type, network signal strength, battery level of the device, and the populated address at that moment. So far, we have shown how to localize a driver and how to export a breadcrumb trail report. Next, we will show how to localize an entire group together on a map. You can simply click on the group's icon displayed on the contacts list to the left of the map and scroll up and down to identify which group you would like to localize. In this case, I will select the USA group, and as you can see, there are a few drivers that are out of the country that are being tracked real time, and I can also zoom in within the US to see the drivers that are active in the US region. The numbers inside the circles indicate how many drivers can be within that area. And you may also zoom in and out to display all of the drivers, or zoom in further to see a driver's details. You may also select to display a larger team, and in this case, this is a group of between 200 to 300 total users that are being tracked all together at the same time. And that is how to localize a group via the Team on a Run dispatch portal. A few other things that you can do via the Team on a Run dispatch portal is to display the current live traffic layer. And you may also search a location and see which user or driver is the closest to that location by entering the address in the search bar. If I were to enter an address here and click enter, you will see all of the drivers that are being tracked on this account, and on the left hand side it will display which one of these drivers is closest to the address that was searched for. You may then select one of the drivers and reach out to them directly with any of the communication options that you would like to choose as a dispatcher. And that summarizes our GPS tracking functionality from the Team on a Run web chat portal.